Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Hudson. We're gonna have to ask the sergeant to turn on your microphone. You're on mute.
All right, go ahead.
All right, sir, tell us your name and DOC number.
My name is David Hudson, and what number?
What's your DOC number?
No, not him. That's a order.
What's
He didn't even might be.
This is order.
Mr. Lionel? You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. Would you tell us your name and DOC number?
My name is Lionel Hudson Senior. My DOC number is 105175.
Yes, sir. Let me recognize that we have David Hudson, your nephew, who has joined us. He's just observing today, but he is here in support.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Cheryl Renatza, serving as chairman of your parole panel, and my colleagues today, seated to my left is Mr. Danny Byron, to my right, Mr. Chuck Tillis. I'm going to read some information, Mr. Hudson, ask you to confirm that information, and then we're going to conduct a parole interview.
Okay.
So, Mr. Lionel Hudson, you are classified as a third felony offender. You are currently serving a 3-year, 6-month sentence. You were sentenced in Rapides Parish, January 18, 2023 for aggravated battery. You received 3 years, 6 months. You were sentenced for cruelty to juveniles. You were sentenced to 3 years, 6 months. And then attempted indecent behavior with a juvenile, also 3 years, 6 months. And all those are running concurrently. So your total sentence is 3 years, 6 months. Your parole eligibility date is later this year, December 10th of 2024. You don't earn good time. So your full term date is October 25th of 2025. Does all that sound correct to you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Hudson, how old are you, sir?
I'm 72.
And how long have you been in jail on this charge, these charges?
From Tuesday, April 22nd of 22 to now.
So 2 years? About a little over 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
So you served a little over 2 years of your 3.5-year sentence. So this crime occurred when you were 69 or 70?
70, I think around 70.
Probably just turned 70. Why don't you tell us what happened? Why are you in jail?
I think that I got in the way of money. And,
How so?
man,
How so?
the young lady that I was with at the time was an SSI recipient, so was I. And when we met a few months later, she asked me to be her paid representative. I didn't really care to make that move, but after about 6 or 8 months later, and she kept asking, I went on to make it because I saw that that was a misappropriation of the funds. And after I did that, everything like that bottom fell out of everything as far as this situation.
And what does that have to do with attempted indecent behavior with a juvenile and cruelty to a juvenile?
I believe that, first of all, let me say this to you. I'm a parent of 10 children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and I've never indecently exposed an indecent any child. I've never abused any child. I've never aggravated, battered any child. I've been aggravated, battered, but I've never, in 72 years, man, have I ever done these things. And I'm being accused for them, and because of the situation at hand, for the children's sake, I didn't want them to go through all of this, running back and forth, in and out of the courtrooms, and being questioned and dug into and all that. So I pled for the charge.
So I hear what you're saying. And I just, why would a child make that allegation to their school counselor?
But your question is just as heavy as mine. I asked the same question. Why? I mean, why would this come about? The children was with everybody. They was with the mother people. They was with, mostly with me and the mother's people. And most of the time, I didn't very much, stop them from not seeing their people, or it wasn't my place to stop them. But I feel that when they made this move on this SSI, and I believe they used the children. These folks used the children to get me where I am.
I don't understand that. How does that benefit anybody?
Well, they got the money. Got rid of me, and they got the money.
Right. What you're saying is certainly doesn't jive with what's in the record that we're looking at. I have concerns about you. Let me tell you what I wrote on my aside from this conviction. How many times would you say you've been arrested, Mr. Hudson?
Ma'am?
How many times would you say you've been arrested?
I couldn't recall. 15, 20 times, different little infractions.
Yeah, I counted 48. Does that sound right to you?
Could be.
Lots of, drug charges, many worthless checks. It seemed like that you're the one that had an issue with money, worthless checks, numerous occasions. I will say this, that I have noted in the record that you have done some programming. In April of this year, you did the 100 hours completed, rather, the pre-release 1 and 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Have lots of support in the record. You have your brother David, who's here with us today, asking. I think he seems to be a little confused. He's asking for a pardon, but we're here for a parole hearing today. We have from your sister-in-law, Miss Betty, Mr. and Mrs. Clifton Pryor, your pastor from the detention center, and others. So we do have a lot of support in the record.
Yes, ma'am.
We do have opposition also. We have your sentencing judge is opposed, the district attorney's office is opposed, the police chief in Alexandria is opposed. Why do you think we should give you consideration for early release?
I think that I deserve a chance to go back, not to go back from where I came from, but to start from here and to look forward and to setting a better format for my life. I have an 8-year-old son out there. That's I need to make a home for, give him a quality state of living, educate him for the little time that whatever God has for me left here on this earth, to have that chance and the opportunity to do it for him and as well for myself. From this point on, not from the back side of the matter, from this point forward.
Yes, sir. I don't have any other questions. Any questions, Mr. Byron?
Yeah, the 3 victims in this case, what's your relation to them? Are you related to them?
No, sir. They were the children of my at the time of my fiance.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of them. There's 2 boys and a girl, and there were 5, and only one of them was mine. The baby boy was mine, but the rest of them I'm the only father that they know because the fathers passed away, and some of them.
The 9-year-old boy that was the victim of the aggravated battery, is that your son or is that her son?
The aggravated battery was
9-year-old boy, initials RJ. Her son?
9 years old. Randall is 20.
Back then, or 19 years old. 19, I'm sorry.
19. Yeah, that's Randall Jones. That's her oldest son.
All right. And the police report says that in that aggravated battery conviction, the boy was beat with a pipe, an extension cord, and sticks. What could he do to deserve that kind of a whipping?
I don't know, because I never struck any child with a pipe and an extension or a stick. I've never done it. But I can't understand why that would even come up. I do understand it, because they wanted me out of the way. If you saw these children then, sir, if you saw any of those children then, the children was well taken care of. They were well manicured. They had haircuts. The little girls had hairs done. They were taken care of. I managed to work with this young man, my son, I call it. I got him through high school, got him a high school diploma. I worked with him through ROTC. I worked with him through basketball games. He'd come out of school with a high school diploma with honors, and he's a kid of special needs. All of these children, and all of them, we took care of. And we didn't take care of them with pipes and sticks and extension cords. I'm 72. The youngest of 10. I've never been hit with an extension cord. So I don't know why that would come up in the way I do. I was in the way of something, money. Here I am. And
all right. Basically, you're pretty much in denial of all of the charges that you are convicted of. None of them you did. And I'm looking at the bill of information that was filed in the attempted indecent behavior with a juvenile. You originally billed with 2nd-degree rape that got reduced to attempted indecent behavior with a juvenile. Just say that to point out that what you didn't do was pretty serious. Tell us, how are we to think that after you had an arrest record with 40-something arrests for all kinds of different crimes, why would the board believe that you could change this behavior now? I know you're 72 and you're getting up there, but tell us, give us something where we can, feel it a little bit for you, because I'm not feeling it right now.
I had, from the time I was in the system before up to now, served 38 years. I haven't written a hot check in 40 years. The group from that, because it wasn't a thing that I was so much in need. I was just young and stupid at the time, and I grew beyond that state of my life. The other part of it I've grown beyond the states of that person. And I believe and I feel beyond any shadow of a doubt in my heart. And I'm no longer that person that did those things, wrote those checks, drove the car without the driver's license, had the drugs, had that. I don't do any of that. I've been pretty much clear and level-headed up until these last matters that have taken place here now, that I'm here for now.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hudson, anything else you want to say to us?
No, ma'am, I think that's all I need to say.
I think we are prepared to vote. Mr. Hudson and I'll be voting first. You know, I hear everything you're saying and I hear your allegations that this had to do somehow with money. But it's just, we do have information that from the current caregiver of the children that they are minors, at least, I think they're still minors, are still suffering from whatever occurred in that household. You know, the information that we have, there is some evidence of, there was an arrest in 2000 for simple battery. There's another prior arrest for aggravated battery. I just find the evidence in the record overwhelming. And you got a short sentence. You have a full-term date coming up in October of next year. You seem to be doing well. You're at. Based on the opposition that I see in the record that I've mentioned to you, my vote today is going to be to deny your parole. Mr. Byron.
I concur with Mr. Knotts. I vote to deny the parole based on the seriousness of this crime committed on 3 separate victims, the strong victim and law enforcement opposition, and the lack of programming while you've been incarcerated.
What's the lack of programming?
You haven't attended a whole lot of treatment classes or things like that.
I've attended all the classes that they have here.
Then we're voting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I concur.
All right. So today, Mr. Hudson, your parole's been denied. I would strongly recommend that you inquire there at the facility about victim awareness class. If they offer it, you should take it. Good luck to you, sir.
What's the name of?
That concludes victim awareness. That concludes our business in Rapides Parish. We're going to adjourn. It's 1:43.